Darling was back in Homer, Alaska, facing a jury, along with former friends, now testifying for the prosecution.
Did he show any remorse?
No, he didn't seem grief-stricken or anything.
I'm Lester Holt. Welcome back to Dateline on ID. We now return to our story.
The story of Wanda Darling and her strange, sad demise at the base of this cliff had become a local legend of sorts here in Homer, Alaska. And over the years, the way many people heard the story, Wanda had met her end courtesy of a push from her husband, Jay Darling. He did it for the insurance money, they'd say. But did he? Now, here in Homer's little courthouse, a trial was about to begin, and trials play by different rules than backyard gossip. Time was an enemy for the prosecutors of Jay Darling. By the time they gathered here to try him, Wanda had been in her grave for almost 9 years. Memories fade, evidence can degrade. Still here in the modest Homer courthouse, brick by brick, the prosecutors set about reassembling that wall of circumstantial evidence for first-degree murder.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony...
There, investigator Larry Coons, courtesy of the prosecutor Crandon Rendell, finally had the chance to tell a jury what he'd discovered, beginning with the motive: money.
In that third interview, was there any discussion about life insurance?
Yes, there was.
What did Mr. Darling say about that?
He said they had about $1 million of life insurance.
In fact, in the months before Wanda's death, he'd bought 2 policies. Wanda and Jay were covered for $1 million each, plus another policy on Wanda for $60,000. Former insurance agent Jan Staten said Jay tried to get even more, but it was denied.
Why didn't the company approve the $3 million?
Financial statements and medical history.
Staten said Darling called her repeatedly in the months before Wanda's death to see if the $1 million policy she sold him had been approved.
How many calls do you think he made to him, inquiring?
Inquiring anywhere from 15 to 20.
An old friend of Darling's, a man named Mike Rabb, testified that he overheard some of Jay's calls to the insurance companies in the days before Wanda's death. Jay certainly seemed to be planning something, he said.
The tone was a policy in effect, was the paperwork on the way, things along that line.
What kind of policy?
Life insurance?
Rabb told the prosecutor there were 3 or 4 such calls in his presence, but none when Wanda was in the room.
Would he wait until his wife left the room?
Yes, she'd be in the restroom or stepped out.